Gotta get, boom, boom, boom. Gotta get.
Cosmopolitan Singapore, also known as the Lion City and the Garden City. Many also think of us as a shopper's paradise. But are we really? Especially when we are waist deep in recession.
I think when we talk about paradise, I think we talk about what we enjoy and how we enjoy the whole experience. For one person, value may come in terms of the pricing of the products. For another person, value may come in terms of the quality of the product, the authenticity of the product, whether it is very easy getting from one shopping place to another, whether the whole shopping ambience is very comfortable, whether the range of products is good. So I think value is subjective. It comes across differently to very many people, and for the fact that there are a lot of people who still consider Singapore the place to go to buy things like jewelry, to buy watches, to buy consumer electronics and so on, says a lot about what we have in terms of quality, authenticity and safety of our products. And for me, I think a lot of that equates value and therefore makes us a shopping paradise.
But the cash register doesn't seem to be ringing as much these days. In January this year, sales of watches, gadgets and household items were 14.5% lower compared to December 2008. Overall, retail sales value in January was $2.9 billion compared to $3.1 billion in December. Tourist numbers have also dwindled, dropping between 13% and 15.2% earlier this year compared to the same time last year.
Yes, recession is not something to be sneezed at. It is a reality in life and people have to guard themselves against the future and any risks or danger that there might be. But you see, a lot of retailers at the same time are also, because they recognize this fact, they recognize that consumers are tightening their belts, but they have inventory sitting in their storerooms which they need to move, and that is exactly the reason why they offer discounts and sales and all kinds of promotions to lure and to entice the consumer into their shops. So the absolute figure might have dropped, which it is reflected in the retail sales index, but it doesn't mean people are not shopping. People may be buying the same number of dresses as they bought 5 months ago, but because the prices are lower, the sales index shows a smaller sales figure. Sometimes it's a bit of a good news for consumers as well, because as I said before, retailers are going all out to woo their customers. So there's lots of things for the customers to look out for.
And Ms. Lau is right. Nothing screams good news louder than all the discount and promotion posters at shopping malls. There's no doubt that every retailer wants a slice of that shrunken consumer pie, and right now they will get whatever they can get. But each slice is about to get smaller, with Orchard Central opening in June, Ion Orchard in July and 313 at Somerset in November. Will there be enough to go around?
Where the retail industry is concerned, for the retailers, it doesn't mean that having new malls and having more outlets, it doesn't mean that the pie increases. It just means that each of them gets a smaller slice of the pie. I think the danger is that if we don't inject anything new into these new malls, and the developers and the landlords need to fill up space, I think one of the dangers, particularly in these difficult times, is that you get the same old brands, repeating themselves.
While the coming months may not be looking bright for retailers, consumers will have much to cheer about. The annual Great Singapore Sale will start on May 29th and run till July 26th. And the organizer herself says there's much to look forward to.
Well, I don't know about bigger discounts because retailers have already, offered such huge discounts. If they go any further, I think they have to pull down their shutters. They may, lose their business. But it is not just what the retailers are offering themselves, but because GSS is in partnership with other players, like the official card of GSS for the last few years has been MasterCard. We work together with SPH and so on. So in totality, the synergistic efforts that all the different parties put in together will put together lots of offerings on a silver platter for the consumer.
Shoppers' paradise or not, Singapore is not about to relinquish its throne, not without fight. It recently completed a makeover worth some $40 million and rebranded itself as a great street. And we totally agree. Coming up, we ask Singaporeans if shopping here is good enough, or are there greener or rather cheaper pastures?